Hello, any students watching this in the future. So my name is Marissa Wilkinson, and I am one of the freshman admissions counselors here with Texas Wesleyan University. So I work with all of the students in the southeast corner of Fort Worth, which means that I work with Eastern Hills students. So if you guys ever have any questions about the application process or Texas Wesleyan in general, I would be your resource here to talk to you and get your questions answered. So I'm sure you guys have heard of us before at Texas Wesleyan. We are a super small school, only got about 2,500 students in total. So really what that means for you at Texas Wesleyan is that you are going to get a lot of attention in your classes. Professors are going to be very accessible to you, and you'll be in a community where people really look out for one another, and you get that one-on-one personal attention. All right. And y'all see in the slides as they're changing? Okay, great. So Texas Wesleyan, we were founded in 1890. Something important to know is that 100% of our students who meet admissions requirements will get accepted and will earn a merit scholarship. So if you're getting accepted to the university, that also means that you're getting some money. And like I said, we have around 2,500 students total, and average class size is about 15. So very small school. I'm sure y'all have, heard of us before, maybe even driven by or been to our campus before. And this is a photo of our campus, so you can see where we are located over here in the southeast corner off of Rosedale, and downtown Fort Worth is not too far away from us. So really the important thing to note, I think, about Texas Wesleyan, really like I've already mentioned, a lot of it comes down to our size. Because we are so small, you really do get that personal attention, and you really get to tailor your experience for what you need as a student, or maybe as an athlete, as a participant in extracurricular, as a student worker. You should get people who look out for you and really give you that attention. So next thing to go over are our majors that we offer. So one thing that I'll just say up front, I would strongly encourage you to go to our website, TXWES.edu, and look through our majors. They're all going to be listed there, and you can find more specific information about any major. So whether it's chemistry, theater, math comm, you can go to the website and look at more information about what types of courses you would take in those classes, what types of careers that degree prepares you for. Something important to note about a lot of our majors within the School of Arts and Science is that you're going to get the opportunity to be doing things like research, getting into a lab, doing research to answer a question, and maybe you even get to present that research, whether it is in a conference, in a journal, or maybe required elements of some majors like criminal justice. A required element of that major is doing an internship. So we really want to make sure that we're giving you the experience in terms of internships, research, other things on campus to prepare you well for what comes after college, whether maybe you're going into a grad program or maybe you're trying to get a job. And we also have our School of Business Administration. And so one of the great things about our School of Business is that we are AACSB accredited, which puts us in the top 5% of business schools in the world. So if you're thinking about studying business, definitely look into our school and look into other AACSB accredited schools. And we've got really great opportunities, again, an emphasis on, real experience and networking and internships, and just trying to give you everything out of that college experience that we can to help prepare you for that next stage. And then we also have our School of Education. So if you are interested in teaching at the elementary level, that is the degree that you'd want to pursue. And if you're fluent in Spanish and English, you can pursue the bilingual certification. And we also do have some specific scholarships for those bilingual students. So it's a really, really great program. And then we do have our kinesiology program as well. So we've got a lot of different majors. In general, I would say we're very well known for our School of Education and School of Business in general, but all of the majors that we have are strong, they're well-rounded, they're going to give you skills and knowledge that you need to be successful in life. And to learn more, I would definitely encourage you to check out our website. So Texas Wesleyan University, we are an NAIA school. Y'all may or may not have heard of NAIA, but we are different than NCAA. NCAA has the 3 different divisions, and then there's NAIA. So we're NAIA Division 1, and really what that means for you is that though we are a smaller school with maybe not as, huge of athletic programs as like a UT or an A&M, we do still have really great competitive athletic programs. And the best part about it is that we do offer athletic scholarships. So if you're interested in anything that you see here, whether it is golf, table tennis, wrestling, baseball, volleyball, everything here can offer athletic scholarships given out at the discretion of the coaches. So I'd encourage you to go to ramsports.net, which is our website with athletic information. And if you're interested in playing a sport, get in touch with the coach of that sport and start that conversation and see if it would be a good fit for you. And at the coach's discretion, there might be some athletic scholarships available as well. We do have quite a few nationally ranked teams. Our most successful team is actually our table tennis team. Interestingly enough, we've got a former Olympic table tennis medal winner as one of the coaches on our table tennis team. So they're very good. We're quite competitive in our table tennis. We've also got a competitive video gaming team called our esports program. Right now, we are playing in these games: Overwatch, Hearthstone, Smash Bros. Ultimate, and FIFA. So if you play any of these games and you think you play them well enough to play them at the competitive collegiate level, you could try out for the esports program, and we do offer scholarships for esports too. So you might get the opportunity to play video games in college and get some extra money to pay for college by playing video games. If sports or esports are not your thing, we've also got around 40 different clubs and organizations at Texas Wesleyan, so there are plenty of ways to get involved. Of course, right now, because of the pandemic, being involved on campus does look quite a bit different than it has in years past. But hopefully, knock on wood, once this pandemic is behind us and we can go back to life as we used to know it, with being involved on campus and hanging out with one another. And even regardless, I know that we are still finding ways to make community, to have events, to connect with one another. And there's lots of different ways and opportunities in which you can do that. And if there's ever something that you're interested in that you don't see represented in an organization, super easy to start one on your own too. Just find a couple of other friends who are interested in that as well, and then you can start that club. So freshmen at Texas Wesleyan University are required to live on campus. However, if you live within a 40-mile radius, which I am sure you all do, then you can opt out. So really, it is your choice whether or not you want to live on campus. Of course, the big reason why you would want to live on campus is you're going to be more connected to your community. It's, I would say, maybe a little bit easier to make friends or, have study groups, be around the campus and be connected to campus. But living at home does save you quite a lot of money. So regardless of which one you choose, don't think that, oh, if I'm a commuter student, I don't get to have a full college experience or I won't make friends. That is definitely not the case. We have lots of commuter students at Texas Wesleyan who still have incredibly full college experiences, even if they're commuting from home. And if you do live on campus, you can live on campus all 4 years. You can live there 1 year and, then commute or find somewhere off campus to live. There's lots and lots of flexibility with living and housing, and it's, at the end of the day, just 100% going to be your choice. If you are living on campus, we do want you to have a meal plan, of course. So we've got quite a few different places to eat on campus, like Doris Cafe, which is our college-style buffet. You can scan your card in, stay for as long as you want, eat as much as you want. Gina's Cafe is going to be within our Martin University Center. If any of y'all saw or had driven by our campus sometime between 2018 to 2019, you would have seen this building was under construction. We just opened it up about a year ago, and this is really the center and social hub of campus. The admissions office is also here, which I am currently in right now. So it's a great place for folks to get together, hang out, socialize. And we have our Starbucks in there, which I have my Starbucks right here. We've got a Witch. There is a Mexican place. There's a pizza place. So lots of things to do, places to eat. Of course, things look a little bit more limited and different now with the pandemic, but it is still a place for folks to get together and, be involved in that campus community. And this is our little map of Fort Worth. So we're over here in the southeast corner. I'm sure y'all all know what Fort Worth has to offer you. If you choose to go to college here and stay close to home, I would also imagine that even if you've lived here for a long time, there's things in Fort Worth that maybe you haven't gotten to see yet or haven't gotten to do yet. And of course, we've got Dallas, just 30, 45 minutes away. So I love living in the DFW area. There is a lot to do, and especially once you get to college, there's going to be a lot of opportunities in terms of professional development too. So being in this urban setting and being so close to two major cities gives you a lot of opportunities and a lot of areas for growth too. So next thing I want to go into is cost. I know that is, at least for me when I was looking at colleges, cost was my ultimate deciding factor. I applied to a lot of schools, but at the end of the day, out of the schools that I was accepted to, I went to the one that cost me the least. And I know it's important for all of us. So the first thing to talk about when talking about cost at Texas Wesleyan University is going to be scholarships, because like I mentioned, every student who applies and meets admissions requirements is going to get accepted and is going to earn a merit scholarship. So if you have a GPA between 2.75 and 4.0 on the 4-point weighted scale, you are automatically admitted to Texas Wesleyan. This year, for applicants for the fall of 2021, we are not looking at SAT or ACT scores. We do not require them. If you have them and you want to send them along, you totally can. But I will be honest with you, if your GPA is between a 2.75 and a 4.0, we don't need it, and you're going to be automatically accepted. If your GPA is lower than that, it doesn't mean that you can't get admitted to the university. Just talk with me. Let me know what your situation is, and I'll recommend what the best path forward would be for you. But if your GPA is somewhere between this 2.75 and a 4.0, you're automatically in, and you're getting a scholarship somewhere between $15,000 up to $21,000 per year. And if any of you guys out there have been in dual enrollment or taking a lot of college courses, if you've got 24 or more college hours, be sure to send along your college transcript, and that might also help with earning scholarships or getting admitted. So total cost of attendance for Texas Wesleyan University is going to be about $45,000 per year. I know that is a big number, but take a breath, because we're going to get it a lot lower. And I hope I think a big takeaway from this, and hopefully maybe something you already have a good understanding of, is that, every college that you're looking at, whether it's Texas Wesleyan, UNT, UTA, SMU, we have this number for total cost estimate, but at any school, that's not the number that you're actually going to have to pay, right? Because schools are virtually always going to be giving you scholarships or aid, and that number is always going to get lower. So at Texas Wesleyan, this is our cost for a full-time student living on campus. And like I said, we do have a lot of commuter students. So let's look at an example of the cost breakdown for a commuter student. So this is a potentially average student. I've seen lots of students whose finances look like this. This is a full-time student who is commuting. So what they're responsible for paying are tuition and fees for the year, which is about $33,400. So this student earned one of our mid-tier merit scholarships, $18,500 per year. They're also earning the SmarterU scholarship, which I'll mention in a moment. And then because they filled out their FAFSA, they sent in their FAFSA to us, and they were Pell eligible, which means that they got full grant funding. Something important to know about private schools in Texas. So you'll see here there's the Pell Grant, which may be something familiar to you, but you may be wondering what the tuition equalization grant is. That is a grant given to students who are attending private schools in Texas. So you cannot earn TEG money if you are going to a public university in Texas. But the idea behind that grant is to give it to students who are attending private schools, because we know that private schools do sometimes tend to be more expensive than public schools. So it's to help offset that difference. So this student's financial package right here with their scholarships and grants, I will tell you, is not irregular. It is definitely not weird to see somebody who is getting full grant funding, one of our mid-tier merit scholarships, and then also earning SmarterU. So for this student who's commuting, they only have to pay about $2,600 per year. If you were living on campus, you can add about $10,000 more to that total. So of course, this isn't to say that everybody's cost for attending Texas Wesleyan will be under $3,000 per year. Maybe yours is even less. Maybe you get a higher merit scholarship. Maybe you're not earning as much grant funding, or maybe you want to live on campus. So of course, at the end of the day, everybody's financial situation is going to be different. But the important thing is that you won't know how much it would cost you to attend Texas Wesleyan unless you apply, send in your FAFSA or your TASFA, and talk to me or talk to one of our financial aid counselors to get this breakdown, to give you an idea of what it would cost you to attend Texas Wesleyan. So that SmarterU scholarship that I mentioned, that is a scholarship that everybody can get, and I want you all to get it. It is a scholarship where if you complete a few steps, you will earn an extra $1,000 per year to your scholarship package. So those steps are going on an official campus visit, signing up for classes, sending in your FAFSA, and then making a plan to pay your balance. The important thing that you need to know about the SmarterU scholarship at this stage is, even if you don't know whether or not you want to go to Texas Wesleyan yet, go on a visit, send us in your FAFSA or your TASFA, because at this stage, those are the only two steps that you can do. And I'd also say they're two of the most important steps. So if you get all this done by next summer, July 16th, you get that extra $1,000 per year. I'm sure y'all know FAFSA opened up on October 1st, so I hope y'all are filling that out. A reminder that we do accept the FAFSA and the TASFA, whichever one. And if you have any questions or if you need anything, please feel free to reach out to me or the financial aid office, and we're more than happy to help you out with filling out that FAFSA. So there are two different ways to apply to Texas Wesleyan. You can apply via Apply Texas or on our website. I would personally recommend the website. It's a little bit more straightforward, but whatever floats your boat. But regardless of where you apply, there is no fee and there's no essay required. So our application is very straightforward. It does not cost you anything. You don't need to write anything. Really just fill out the application and then send in your transcript. Any of your college counselors or teachers can email me a copy of your transcript, and that works. It's a very easy way to get it over here. Or generally your counseling or maybe registrar's office has a way of sending it to us electronically. That works too. Usually pretty straightforward, but if you need any help, again, I'm always here to help out. And once you've got that application done and that transcript sent in, we are going to get you a decision. So if you do want to come see more about Texas Wesleyan, go on one of our visits, which remember is the first step to earning the SmarterU scholarship. We do have a couple different options for you. Tomorrow we're hosting a Think TXWES, which is like a virtual preview day on Friday the 16th for business students. If you're watching this, after the fact, which likely you might be, that is totally okay. We'll also have one on Friday, November 13th, for students who would be interested in arts and science degrees. Or what I would recommend, any of our tours. We have virtual tours Monday through Friday at 12 and 4 p.m. And we've also got in-person, face-to-face campus tours Monday through Friday. And regardless of which of these you come to, whether it is a virtual campus tour, face-to-face, or one of our Think TXWES events, going to that event will complete the first step in the SmarterU scholarship and put you on the path to earning that extra $1,000 per year. And you can sign up for any of those at texwes.edu/visit. So this is my information. Again, my name is Marissa Wilkinson. That is my email address. That is my office phone. So just always remember, I am here to help y'all out, whatever you guys need. I am here to answer questions, help you complete your application, and get you to that next step. At the end of the day, I just want to make sure that you're going to a college that's the right fit for you. That's always the most important thing. So if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out. And I hope that I can talk to y'all about Texas Wesleyan and your application, someday soon. So thank y'all.